Let's talk about two games in particular. Which one do you want to start with? The Falcons losing to the Dolphins or the Bengals losing to the Jets?
Let's go Dolphins because I think Bengals Jets was the game of the week.
Yeah, I mean, Breece Hall, QB1 right now. The Dolphins, I have one question for you, Miami. Where has this been? I don't know. All season. Tua had one eye, and he was the best he was all freaking year. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. And like Achane did solid, right? But he didn't have like his breakout game like he has been having. Good God, man. We've been waiting for Miami to be like, all right, this is your chance. And they just keep on crapping the bed. But yesterday, they beat the piss out of the Falcons. Holy cow.
Yeah, Tua, and it's funny too, because right, he had this weird eye thing pop up on the injury report, and you could see it was a swollen eye. And this week he talked about like not being able to see his receivers. And he's like, I tell him like they got to get into where I can see him. I'm not the tallest guy. Yeah. So he's talking about not being able to see the field well because of his height this week. Then he has one eye, and then he plays the best fucking game of the season.
The NFL.
I love it.
Obviously,
Falcons.
No Michael Penix today or yesterday. Robinson, 9 for 25. And I think that is the most surprising thing because the Dolphins defense has been one of the worst in football. And then yesterday they go, you know what? We're gonna show up this time. Yeah. We're gonna do okay. Just a completely different Miami squad than what you're used to.
Yeah. And
this is not gonna be a game changer by any chance. But the fact that the Falcons did not show up to this game is, dude, my faith in Atlanta has now tumbled. They've already put up some performances where you're like, oh, I don't know, like that Panthers game's not good. They obviously couldn't get it going against the 49ers, but they have a good, solid defense. This one I can't justify. This one,
whatever the version of the Falcons was against the Buffalo Bills, I don't think we're gonna see that Falcons team again this year. The Dolphins smartly eliminated Bijan, and Bijan had a fumble in this game where he just lost the ball. He's just running, nobody touches him, and he fumbles the ball.
Yep.
And Drake London didn't play in this game, and Kirk Cousins was just ineffective.
Pedestrian.
Just very pedestrian. Very, like Kirk. It was the old primetime Kirk narrative. It felt like we got that version of Kirk Cousins.
Yep.
I would have liked to see Cousins have a good game here for Atlanta, but I still don't think the Dolphins are good. But, you get a 4-touchdown performance from your QB,
with one
maybe
eye.
At least you just build on that. It's like the Dolphins are the most, just take the rest of this season 1 week at a time. And they don't have to, they're not going to win the division. They're not going to get into the playoffs. But if they can just put some respect on their names through the remainder of this season, I think that's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you saw the potential of what they could be, right? And I think what's frustrating is we kind of figured that about the Dolphins. Is like heading into this year is like, okay, like they need to go win a playoff game. And they have just been so incredibly, brutally awful this year. Where it's like, okay, well, everybody's going to get fired. And like these kind of performances are like, all right, cool. This is what you could have. And they don't even have Tyreek Hill. And their defense is still not great. But this is also where it gets even more frustrating for Miami, especially if they're not able to do this on a consistent basis. Because then you're like, what the hell's going on? Are you looking at coaching? Are you looking at personnel? Is it a little bit of both? And they have a short week too, because they're going to be playing against the Ravens on Thursday. We'll see if that's going to be Lamar Jackson. But now, at least that game is a little bit more intriguing. Yeah, because before that, I was like, this is going to be an awful game.
Yeah, it's probably still going to turn out to be that for reasons we can't even predict at this moment, Tom. Sure. But yeah, with the Dolphins. Okay, so I mentioned Tua playing his best with one eye. You said no Tyreek Hill. And also another guy who is a bright spot for him, Darren Waller, also done, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's injured. They put him on IR. So, like, down two of your top receiving targets so far this season, really, for Tua. Tua's banged up, and now they look great. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Falcons defense.
They started to look so good. And now they're... Thank you. Thank you, Atlanta.
Not good.
Game of the week?
Game of the week. Yeah. Breece Hall, welcome back, buddy. Great to see you. He is... Not only did he have 3 touchdowns and one was a pass, that throw, too, was the most... Screw it. So something's going to happen, and it might be an interception. But coming down with that football, man, yeah, how about those freaking Jets getting their first win of the season?
Yeah,
Bengals.
And I don't know if I like the Jets with the game on the line put the ball in their running back's hands to throw the game-winning touch. Like, I don't think that's what a smart team would do, Tom.
No.
But they did it, and it worked, and it was freaking awesome. And Breece Hall, before he Uncle Rico'd that shit or whatever, he pump faked it. And I think he was thinking to throw it, and he's like, no, the guy's covered. Maybe I should run it. And then he's like, no, I can't run it. Then he threw it to the corner of the end zone, and it floated back there perfectly. Was that Mason Taylor, I believe, catching the game winner? And this is the same week for Justin Fields, who Woody Johnson just crapped on him for no reason this week. Just the dumbest thing you can listen to an owner say about his quarterback, right? Like, can't win many games with the way our quarterback's playing. Do you see his rating? And we're like, what rating are you talking about, Woody? It's his Madden rating, isn't it, Woody? Shitty owner. Fields going through the ringer. Justin, after the game, talks about how he broke down in his closet crying this week. Like, you never hear players be that vulnerable about the shit they're going through, how hard this is on them. And he comes out, he gets a surprise win against the red-hot Bengals. Love it for Justin Fields. Jets get their first win. They really needed it, and it makes sense that it happened against the Bengals in this fashion.
Yep. And dude, I'm happy for Justin Fields, because he's just 500 yards of offense. Jesus.
Look at that. 5. That's how bad the Bengals defense is, by the way.
Because Hendrickson was out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted missing time.
Their only defensive player was out. So,
yeah.
Dude,
it's that's freaking. But they were able to find their run game, and I think that probably surprised the Bengals more than anything because Breece Hall has been so ineffective this year, and to be able to be like, oh look, now we found a win. Yeah, I'm happy for Justin Fields, man. And the Bears lost. So what a great combo. What a great combo for this Packers fan.
Yeah. There's this thing we all know Justin Fields has not played well this season. And then you see your owner not back you up. You're like, God, that's just kind of sad. And it turns out it was quite literally sad for Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
And so when a guy's down, we love when they come out and they get a win, a little bit of a redemption story, even if it's only for a week. Like, I don't care. I'm happy to see Fields win. Who do they play next? Oh, they get the Browns next. That's going to be ugly.
Hendrickson, left with a hip injury.
Yeah, but anyway, this game was fun. This game had my attention in the morning slate.
It was good.
And Samaje Perine, too. Like, he had a 32-yard touchdown run. I'm like, Samaje?
Cleveland, New England, Myles Garrett had 5 sacks.
Yeah.
And it's the first time in NFL history that a player's had 5 sacks and they've lost by more than 3 points. Drake May. Drake
had a perfect second half, basically. I think he was 8 for 8. All 3 of his touchdowns came in the third quarter there. Dylan Gabriel, we're just counting down to Shedeur at this point.
I think we're getting closer to Shedeur Sanders time.
Yeah. Poor Gabriel, he had those final 2 points for New England. They came via a safety, and it was Gabriel in the end zone getting dinged for intentional grounding, and he just threw the ball away to nobody, and even his throwaway was a check down safety, and I was just like, oh man, that sucks.